This is Greg Patterson with Arkansas Farm Bureau, and on this video AGCAST, we've got Dustin Cowell. Dustin, welcome. He's a beef producer up in Newton County with Custom Beef. And Dustin, we talked to you about 6 months ago, or now probably beginning of the summer in June, and you were kind of transitioning your operation from a traditional cow-calf operation to a custom beef operation. And how's that transition gone?
It's gone fairly smoothly for everything that's been going on. We had planned on kind of doing this before the virus and everything hit. We had 2 or 3 calves we were fattening up for processing, and whenever the virus hit was kind of hit right at the time we were trying to get those first appointments scheduled, and obviously that was a headache. But since we talked last time, we've had probably 3 or 4 more processed. Have 2 in processing right now that are USDA inspected and going to be sold out of the freezer. But it's transitioned pretty smoothly so far. We've been selling mostly over Facebook, and honestly, it's been really local sales. We haven't honestly had a whole lot outside of the county. About maybe, I'd say for the most part it's been within 20-30 miles where we've sold, which up here that's 20-30 miles maybe your nearest neighbor.
Well, it sounds like as you've transitioned into custom beef and offering this to folks, that it's really taken off for you. You're basically selling to a local clientele. Do you think the whole COVID thing and the pandemic has had anything to do with that, with people wanting that kind of service from their farmers?
Yeah, I think it did. To be honest with you, I think the demand was there before the virus. I think it probably it may have amplified the demand just a little bit, especially when meat prices at Walmart and your retailers went up so high. But honestly, I think it was there before, and as prices have come down in the grocery store, we haven't seen anything but an increase in demand. We'll get 2 carcasses in at a time, two loads in at a time, and we may have those sold in on average an hour or 2. Is about how long it takes us to get a whole beef sold. Yeah, I think the virus amplified it a little bit, especially when the prices went up so high. But I think the demand is there regardless of that virus. What we've seen so far.
How about transitioning to another topic? There's talk about re-engaging with the state meat inspection process. Right now it's pretty much federal. There's a dormant, if you can say that, state meat inspection, and bringing it back. What are you hearing about that? Is that something you'd be in favor of?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's our #1 problem. When we started off with this, like I said, we were feeding 2 and 3 calves at a time. We found out very quickly that was not going to even touch what people wanted. Now we've got 24 on feed right now, with processing appointments booked all the way through next year, because that's as quick as we can get them. We're anything USDA inspected right now is well into 2022. Anything new you're booking in Arkansas, and honestly, we've had to take most of what we've taken has been to Cowell, Missouri, because we cannot get appointments in Arkansas anywhere at any of the 3 USDA inspected facilities. They're just too far out. Some of them have even stopped taking appointments. They're so far out. So anything we can do, I think the state inspection, if we could get that back, would alleviate some of that off of the USDA facilities. Like I said, most of what we haven't sold anything across state lines, so honestly, the USDA wouldn't affect us much. We just need to be able to sell it to people in Arkansas. And that would, I think if we can get some of these custom operations where they can get that past that state meat inspection, we can sell in Arkansas, would be a great thing. Like I said, if we could get them processed, we could sell right now as many as you can process. I believe we could sell.
Well, he's Dustin Cowell. He also is the state YF&R chairman, so he gets his phone. His phone rings a lot from folks who've been wanting that state meat inspection happen and get more processing plants for the small custom beef operations. Dustin, thank you so much for spending time with us on this edition of Arkansas AGCAST.
Hey, no problem. I appreciate the opportunity.
If folks want to get a hold of you and order beef, how do they do it?
The best way is through Facebook. Honestly, we've been selling through Facebook almost exclusively and just word of mouth, but it's at Cowbell Ranch, COWBELL Ranch, and send us a message, like our page. And right now we're out of beef, but as soon as we get some back in, we let people know on there, and just shoot us a message, and we'll get you taken care of.
Well, obviously the demand is there, Dustin. Thank you so much for being on this video edition of Arkansas AGCAST.
Thank you very much.